Hi, I'm Mark Littler. I'm an independent antiques consultant and whisky broker. Over the past couple of years, we've sold dozens of casks of Macallan for customers and delivered them fantastic prices as well. Casks of Macallan have risen in value greatly in the past couple of years, and it's more to do with how the distillery have positioned themselves and the marketing and rebranding that they've done over the last few years. They're really positioned now as the foremost single malt distillery, and their whiskies are now as much a status symbol as they are a good whisky. So the majority of casks that are owned by the public were sold to them by brokers and various wine merchants, and one of the most common wine merchants that was selling Macallan in the early to mid 1990s was Cavendish Wines down in London. Almost all of the casks of Macallan that we've sold for customers have been either stored at Edrington directly with Macallan or with Chivas Pernod Ricard. However, there are also casks of Macallan at various other warehouses, including Ben Nevis in Tullibardine. So because they were sold through a wide broker network in the early 90s, they can be at any distillery. However, if your cask of Macallan is lying at the Macallan distillery, it will add a premium to the price. There are 5 factors that affect the value of a cask of Macallan, and roughly speaking, they are the age of the whisky, so clearly the older the whisky, the better. And then the next factor is how much whisky is inside that cask, and that can either be expressed as bulk litres or regauge litres of alcohol. The ABV is also important, because if that cask of whisky is less than 40% ABV, it's no longer legally classed as whisky. The other 2 factors that affect the value of a cask of Macallan are the cask type, so is it a sherry cask or a bourbon cask or another type of cask, and also the original cask size, so is it a barrel, a hogshead or a butt or a puncheon. It's very hard to give you a specific idea of value of a cask of Macallan because those 5 variables can have a huge impact. But very broadly speaking, the majority of casks that we've sold for customers have been anywhere between £100,000 and £300,000. But clearly casks with more liquid in there at a higher ABV that are older are worth considerably more than those that are with a lower yield and that are very close or below 40%. So if you've got a cask of Macallan that you're looking to get a valuation on, or you're considering buying a cask of Macallan, all you need to do is get in touch with me directly and I'll be able to give you a free valuation. My email address is mark@marklittler.com.